Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan and welcome to the stream. Today is Sunday, March 27th, 2022, which used to be for Creative Sunday. That is no longer the case. Is that as loud as it seems? I got it. Anyway, it used to be what we call Creative Sunday. We're not going to be calling that anymore. Like a lot of other things with the new overlay and the new approach to myself, really is the way that I would describe it. A new approach to myself in terms of trying to force myself to be more forward with content and all that different stuff. This is being renamed, at least tentatively, to Progress Day. I considered like changing it to like Sunday Fun Day, but you know, that seemed a little too cheesy. And I also realized that I don't actually have the days of the week. No, I guess I do have Teamwork Tuesday. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I'm still not certain what I want to name Sunday. And I realize I don't need to name it, but at the same time, it makes me feel better. So, what is the plan today? We have one like administrative thing that we're gonna do, which is we're going to find out what all was actually announced at the Spring Games Festival, or Spring Games, whatever it was called. And then just because I want to take a quick glance at all of that before I forget, and maybe put some things for us to react to either later today or on future streams. We won't have a stream on Tuesday. I have family stuff that I'll be busy with, but I will be here on Thursday. We might have a bonus stream tomorrow because I do have the day off work tomorrow. Now, let's go ahead and get Stream Raiders fired up. We were heading to this token chest. Ew. Level 5s, level 10s, level 10s. Place your units. Let me place for Athena. Good morning. And your camera is practically a vertical phone now. On certain screens, yes. On certain screens. What happened to the... What happened to this thing? This thing right here. It's supposed to look like this. Or like this. Nope, it's broken on this one too. Interesting. Okay. It's supposed to look like that, but...
Level up!
I mean, it looks like it fixes itself after I get more in. Okay, there we go. It's fixed. It's fixed now. I don't know what just happened, but it's fixed now. It's fine. Everything's fine. But good morning, Eve. The nice ripe morning of 6 p.m. in Norway. We switched times. It's 7 p.m. now. Oh, God. I hate it. I hate it so much. But yes, we have a vertical camera now for the content screen. I guess technically the duo chatting screen, they're vertical as well. These are not quite vertical because we had to smush the space down a bit. And then this one is also, you know, landscape. The React screen is still relatively the same. Just got to move over to where the actual camera is. Well, yeah. This allowed us to condense even more, and you also get more of my face, because as I made myself smaller, like, there was just hardly any way to see me. It's like, is he laughing or crying? And, you know, that's a good question in general. Like, that's a good question to just, you know, ask about all the time. Why not both? He's probably doing both. There's a good chance he's doing both. So, yeah, this layout's even cleaner than before, even less wasted space than before. It hasn't popped up yet, but on a timer, the goals show up like that instead of being on the screen, because as we took away more space, we had to, well, sacrifices had to be made. And the thing that got sacrificed largely was half of this part. What about the empty space between preparing for a battle and the alerts? So that is, there's nothing there. Originally I was going to put like the subtitles that Athena has on there. That's what was going to be placed there. But then Athena pointed out that on like this screen, there's no room to put the subtitles. So you'd be being inconsistent with like your coverage. And I was like, fuck, you're right. Shit, what do I do? And so I just removed the subtitles. And like there's almost no empty space on this screen. Like there's a little bit right below here, but that, because this accolades thing is a little bit variable in size, it can actually get even longer than that. And unfortunately, with the programming knowledge that I have, I can't limit it more than what you see. But so what I decided is I'm gonna leave that main space over there, that empty space over there, for if I needed it. If I wanted to put like text there for like, for instance, like we're 3 subs away from, so like if we go over here, paste, we're 3 subs away from our goal of 25 subs, which would mean that we would need a new community vote. So we could instead go like this and shove that over there so that we have space, or like on the idea that I ever get a sponsor in the future that's like, hey, we'll pay you money if you put our logo on your overlay somewhere. This is probably where it'd go, unless they have like weird other requirements. But yeah, it's fun space for if I need it.
Rank up.
Eve, you shit. Yeah, we'll do it. And just because it was the first thing I noticed, the rounded edge on the main screen is there for games as well. It is. Yeah. It cuts in ever so slightly, but everything that I tested it with, it doesn't cut off anything. Because the screen, you can actually, so like this right here is the edge of my monitor and edge of my screen. The way that this is built is that it is just barely masked inside of that circle there. So the loss is extremely minimal. But yes, community vote. Okay. Now, that's one of the things I guess we can do is get that shit ready. Wasn't on the agenda, but why the hell not, right? The first thing that I want to do is I want to see what all was at the Spring Games Showcase. Games Radar, everything announced. Is it actually, or are you a fucking liar? We used it for the Thursday and Friday stream already, Eve. So if you wanted to go check out the VOD for Stranger of Paradise, which is hilarious, by the way, you could see how it affects games on it, as well as we played Scarlet Nexus on Power Couple for Friday. Okay. Let's see who else has a list. I was looking for Scarlet Nexus. I think I was half asleep for most of it. That's perfectly fine. A Lego game was apparently announced. Okay, I immediately like this website better than Games Radar. Games Radar is just a text list. You don't even get thumbnails. These, they have put links to what looks like every trailer. Good job, Games Hub. Yeah, good job, Games Hub. All right. We're just going to take a little look-see here and see if there's anything that we need to throw in the reaction links. Oh, water good. Water real good. I like water. Okay. The time I have left is a spooky body horror adventure. Yeah, I want that. Nothing beats the E3 one. No. And that's why I had even asked you about it. I was like, hey, what was that website? Because that was awesome. And it's like, well, they only cover E3. Fuck. Like, but why? Why? Why don't you cover everything, please? Come on. Oh. Gun Jam is a musical Overwatch style shooter. Absolutely not. Turbo Golf Racing. Nope, I'm all right. We are. Is this different than the Flintlock Siege of Dawn trailer we watched? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. All right, fuck. I do want to keep up on this, so slap that bitch in there. Crime Site is a futuristic Sherlock Holmes adaptation. I don't know. Midnight Ghost Hunt? They have a release date? Okay. We'll talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt then, if they have a release date in this trailer. '22 recap isn't up, sadly. Since the 21 recap did cover some of the minor ones as well. Oh, you mean the website? I was like, we're not going to have 2022 E3. Is that the doc game? What do you mean by doc? No. Midnight Ghost Hunt is the, like, PvP game where half of you are Ghostbusters and the other half are, like, poltergeists trying to kill the Ghostbusters. Like, you'll probably recognize if I just go in here and, like, find a gameplay screen. If they have gameplay in this. Where's the perspective of the ghosts? Because the perspective of the ghosts, you're, like, pulled out. Either way. Hex-based, tabletop-like builder. Cutesy, colorful. Now I'm right. Alterborn. Wow. I feel like this logo is really Was the game called Elderborn? It was called Elderborn. Are these the same company? Cause like Elderborn, Alterborn, and they even have the same. Like it's not exactly the same, but it's like a strange little like it's close, right? I wonder who's making it. I'm just curious now. Nope, it's the only thing they've made. Okay. I was curious. Elderborn, I don't know a whole lot about it. It's popped up when I was looking for Soulsians to play on Two Dead Dudes. But it is apparently not good, is the way that I would describe it. I've heard that it is not good. I need, like, an idea of what this is. Eh. Sengoku Dynasty. Is this a walking sim? Wouldn't you like to know? Alright. Deliver Us Mars is the sequel to Deliver Us the Moon. I don't know enough about Deliver Us the Moon. How long is this showcase?
Peggy.
Not good as in Bound by Flame not good, where it's a bad game, or bad game as in Lords of the Fallen clunky. Bound by Flame, where it's a bad game. It's not even on my list of Soulsians to potentially play because it's a bad game. I don't know if it actually is, but that's definitely the way that it has been talked about most of the time. No, not that. It's either the two. I think I have Lords of the Fallen on my list. I don't believe I have Bound by Flame on it. But Lords of the Fallen is years out, because it's likely one of those that we will play when we've exhausted more of the current library that we, like, essentially still need to, like, catch up on. Which we should do much faster now that we don't have fucking Neo. God damn. I don't know how long Stranger of Paradise is. It's made by Team Ninja, so fuck, it could be real long, but you know. The developer diary Lava, a upcoming tactical strategy game. I want to look at this. Oh, Coffee Stain. Okay. Went from 126 game week to another one. I hope not. I mean, you know, fucking maybe, but I hope not. I'm gonna put this over. I'm gonna put these over here because I think I'll just check them out like right now. I don't want to do reacts to them because they're like stinger reels. They're compilations. I feel like we've seen Forever Skies before. Alaskan Truck Simulator. Who would I be if I didn't check that out? Athena might be interested in this, so I'm going to grab that and DM it to her. Is that going to be a redeem? Is the Alaskan Truck Simulator? Fuck. Imp of the Sun, a 2D platforming adventure. Got a lot of these coming out. I understand they're approachable games, which is probably the reason why I do not like that. I thought we played as a llama. I'm sad. Saving up so I can redeem 2 God of War despite needing 3. If you wanted to redeem 1, yeah, I still haven't decided how the, so for one thing, I've changed Sunday to be called Progress Day. At least tentatively. And the idea is that we will be making progress on things. And it means that Sundays won't always be what I'm doing right now, where I'm, like, doing admin work. I intend to change Sundays to where if I don't have things that I, like, absolutely need to get done that should be done, like, in a capacity like this, that I'll be working on moving forward in video games. And because I do want to play more video games, and I also want to complete more video games so that I can do more review-style content. And I need to try and get myself to do that because playing Fortnite and Lost Ark is not conducive to completing anything that I just mentioned. Fun. It's real fun. Like, you want to play more video games and review them for content. Yes. Well, you'd have to play the games. Fuck. Okay. Lost Ark, I'm taking a break, and let me tell you, it's hard just taking a break from it since there's so much FOMO. Oh, I know. But that's why I also started pacing myself early of, like, you know, it's okay if you don't, you know, perfectly optimize every minute. If you don't start Tukey Island for 2 weeks or whatever, 3 weeks that it took me to go there for the first time, and I've still only been there once. Bunch of islands I've still never been to. Like, just like, you know, just relax. Just relax and enjoy the game. Although with all of their catch-up mechanics right now, like, one, I appreciate them, right? But at the same time, with all of their catch-up shit, it makes, like, your daily chores even longer. Like, before, when it was like, oh, yeah, log in, do your 3 Unis tasks, do your rapports, do a couple of Chaos Dungeons and a Guardian Raid. You can do whatever you want now. But now it's like, do your Mario Kart, do your extra special three Guardian Raid scaling, do this. Go and get these tokens so that you can exchange them for these so that you can catch up faster. And I'm like, fuck, why did you add so much? Oh, you gotta go do this and this and this now too. And I'm like, like, I feel like they're like, oh man, we need to catch people up because we do realize that we're missing some of the stuff that we have. So they just grabbed us by the hand and started running. And they're like, ah! And we're just flailing behind, like, ah! Okay. I'm okay. Okay, like I just realized doing my daily stuff on a single character to completion takes 1 to 2 hours depending on time-sensitive stuff. Yeah, no. And that's like, I think 1 hour is fine, but when it pushes past 1 hour, it's like, man, you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot. So every day was 4 to 5 hours doing nothing but daily stuff. Yeah, and that's not like fun. That's not fun. You know, like I've played a lot of MMOs, and admittedly, I feel like the daily stuff that Lost Ark asks you to do is much more reasonable. The daily cat tasks don't take very long. Your rapport stuff doesn't take very long. A chaos dungeon does not take very long. Like, that's one of the things that I do like about it is that you can do most of your daily grind stuff. Most of it, you know, outside of like trying to time special islands like Tukey or Shangra or whatever. But most of your just like basic daily tasks, you can crank those bitches out real quick, right? And I was like, man, that's nice. I feel like you actually respect my time and not over asking for what is your please come back every day and play our game thing, right? Because some things are like, if you don't play our game every day for 5 hours, fuck you. And you're like, wow, okay, that's fucking cool, whatever, man. But they've added so many right now for catch-up that I'm like, holy crap, calm down. Okay, I'm just going to check these out real quick, because these are both stinger reels that have multiple showcases in them. They're not going to be something that I do a reaction on, but I do want to see what's in them real quick, for the sake of being aware of what's coming in the future. The game also really heavily incentivizes you to have alts and feed materials, which West wasn't doing. West? I don't know what that means. Is that a typo? Is that supposed to be WoW? The difference there is it incentivizes you to have alts and feed materials to your main if you care. Like if you care. I don't care about trying to feed my main a whole bunch of materials to try and get, to 1370 any faster. I'm not fussed by it. So it does incentivize you to do so, but I can also just slowly get up to 1370 by just doing my daily stuff on my main and then enjoying myself more past that. The reason why so many catch-up materials is because the West wasn't doing the alt grind to feed materials. We didn't. Also, I don't feel like they had a whole lot of time. Holy shit. Sacrifier? Didn't we check this out already? I could have swore we did. Or I saw it already somewhere. I don't care. I know there's people that love these games. I don't care. I don't care about the destruction game. Mythbusters the game. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be trash. Lumote? Can hardly see what's happening. Nah. That looks a little bit more appealing. Arcade Paradise? No. I've seen this before. Oh, it's out now. Okay. Need to go throw some things on the wish list, I think. If they're on there anyway. Let me move this. Let me pull up the Steam wish list. Let me place in a unit for Athena so that we might have a chance. Because this event, like most of the others, is bullshit. Okay, Steam. What did we need? Let me see if Sacrifier is on here. Sacrifier. No. We can put the music back on for a second. Sacrifier. It is on here. Add to my wish list. What was it called? Evil Wizard? I think it was called Evil Wizard. Yeah, there it is. There's a demo. We'll just add it to my wish list. That's easier. And then we will grab... How long is this trailer? It's a minute? Okay. Did Sacrifier have a decent... It's a minute long. Alright. And then Etora, which is $16. Add that to my wish list for now. I need to go through my wish list as well and like see what the fuck's in there. Okay. Evil Wizard reminds me of Death Story. Yeah, there's a lot of saturation of very specific types of games, mostly indie games because they're approachable in terms of design scale. Animal Shelter Simulator, you say? Is that a thing? That sounds like a game that I could get into. And good morning, TG. Okay, let's see what's in this Team 17 lineup real quick. I don't know if it's because I'm using these IEMs or if it's just genuinely that loud. But holy crap.
Burning heart of the sky, hear my wailing.
What was that? I need to know what that one was. And that one. And that one. I know that one. I don't care about Marauders. Okay, Gord. We've already seen Gord before. We even did a reaction on it. Looked great. Sweet transit. I'm okay. Ship of Fools. Meh. It doesn't look bad. I'm just not immediately, like, gripped by it. Yeah, what is this? Damn it, you're showing me more shit, but you haven't given me names yet. Yeah, what's that? Give me some names. The Unliving? Maybe? I need to see more of that one. Batora Lost Haven? Yeah, maybe on that one. Yeah, maybe on that one. Yeah. Less so on that one. Absolutely on that one. 100%. Give it to me fucking now. Goodbye. Yeah, what is that one? Is that one the other one that was like a third-person isometric beat-em-up? Trepang 2? What is Trepang 1? Oh, that looks rough. Like, it doesn't look bad, but there was some rough animation work there. Okay. We'll grab some stuff on the wish list in a moment. Let's run that battle. Let's run that battle. Let's cry, y'all. Because fuck these guys. Can you go back to the screen with the logos for Timesia? Yeah, give me just a second. Absolutely. Why, good morning, Real. Hello. There is no one? It's like Star Wars starts at 4? What do you mean? I'm semi here. That's fair. 10 gold and 1 paladin, any of which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most skills to myself with 12, followed by Athena with 9, and then El Canadiano with 1. Most assists to El Canadiano with 7, followed by Athena with 3, and AP 10 with 2. Going random on the scroll in the golden 5, 4, 3. Gerby is so goddamn fun. It also looks cute and chill AF. I've loved everything I've seen about it. DG with the gold, El Canadiano with the paladin. The one that was 2, and you said, what was that one? Okay. I get it. I get it. There is no first game. It's like Star Wars and started at number 4. I get it. I'm just slow. Don't mind me. Forspoken on Steam is 123. So there is they start out with like the deluxe edition, which includes like extra like spring DLC and shit, because I'm like, man, that I don't think that was a good idea. What level are these? These are level 20. Oh my god, fuck our face. Jesus Lord. Ugh. Ugh. What was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted by talking about face fucking. Oh, yeah. So, like, even for me on Steam, it starts out as, like, $93. Where the hell is it? Forspoken. When it was on this advertising screen, which it looks like it's not there anymore. Yeah, when it was on this advertising screen, they were advertising the deluxe edition, which was $95 for us. And I was like, there's no fucking way. They're starting this game at $95? They're not, but they're still shitlords. They're still... Oh, it was in the sale banner. Maybe that's where I saw it. Yeah, here it is. Forspoken, $95. But they're still shitlords. And you know why? Fuck you, Square Enix. Fuck you right now. This is a PC digital game, $70. Everyone was like, man, fuck you, Sony, for making PlayStation 5 games $70 because you just wanted to make them $70. And then they're like, oh, yeah? You thought that was bad? Guess what? We're going to call our buddy Square Enix, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah? PC version, $70 too. Suck my taint. And I'm going to be like, God damn it. Yeah, I was very disappointed to see that the base PC version of Forspoken is $70. And then you got the Digital Deluxe Edition, which comes with prequel story DLC In Tanta We Trust, which comes out in spring 2023, and you get early access to it. If this even fucking happens. Because if this game sells like trash, you might not get this DLC. Because Square Enix has been abandoning games all over the place lately. I wish I didn't start it. My PC can't run it perfectly yet, and now I'm just waiting and wanting. Oh, I'm sorry, Real. That sucks. Spring 2023 is like a made-up time. No kidding, right? I'm still sitting here in March of 2020 going, It's okay. It's early for me. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I honestly, DG, I probably wouldn't have got what you were saying even if I was like at my best. If I was at full power, I probably still would have been like, I'm confused. No one's where? I'm here. like I probably wouldn't have gotten it under any other circumstance. To make it even worse, one or more products in this package may use third-party DRM to Nouveau anti-tamper. Of course it does. They don't want people pirating their precious. You'll get an art book for the DLC that costs more than the DLC. Oh god, don't do that to me, Real. Why would you do that? Also, can we stop? Can we just stop with the frickin' things that are the like deluxe edition is a digital art book. It's a PDF of JPEGs that they're charging you $10 for. Like, don't get me wrong, I like art books, okay? I enjoy art books, but I also enjoy real art books that I can hold in my hand, right? Like, I like it. It's not the same when you're just scrolling through, you know, just a regular ass thing. Speaking about quit supporting game, a 180 on that is Marvel's Avengers game that is still... Yeah, okay, there's the exception, Eve. I do not understand why in the world they are still supporting Marvel's Avengers. Everyone, when they were like announcing the next piece of DLC, everyone was like, why? Are you that fucked by the contract? Did they just shove you that hard? Does Disney own your balls and they refuse to give it back until you release all the DLC? I don't understand. Help me understand, Square Enix. There's no way you are making money on these DLCs. You already reported, what was it, a $68 million loss on Marvel's Avengers? They're like, we could recoup it with DLC. With the 3,000 people that are still playing the game in the entire world, no, you can't. No, you cannot. What are you doing? We all told you, like, just stop. Like we were like, they'll probably commit to the Spider-Man DLC. They like when the Black Panther DLC came out, we were like, all right, and then they're like, and now Hawkeye DLC, and we're like, for what? Why? Stop it. Are you trying to? Maybe they're trying to build the assets early, so that if they do Marvel's Avengers 2, they can port the assets forward to save development costs. I don't know. Get your groceries, DG. Denuvo just makes a game run like shit more than any optimization. It also protects a game from piracy for like a day to a week. At most. At most, it'll protect a game from piracy for like a week. There was one game that I remember that it took like a year to crack it. But once they cracked it, it cracked every single other game that existed. It was like fucking Just Cause or something like that. That like Denuvo had figured out like genuinely good encryption for whatever it was. I think, was it Just Cause? I think it was Just Cause 4. That it took like a year or something to finally crack it. But since that one, they've never been able to get anything that holds up against cracks for more than like a day, a week at absolute most. Remember when digital art books were the shit? You unlocked in games and never looked. Yeah, right. Or you'd look at it and go, neat, and then you throw it away, right? It just get lost in a menu, and you're like, thanks, that was neat. You know, a little bit of dopamine hit. I enjoyed it, but now it's just like, you want to give us $15 for trash? And you're like, no, I really don't. We'll admit I got it for $10 on PS5 during Christmas. So one thing, if you can get Marvel's Avengers for dirt cheap, I've heard the base story experience is fun and good. Like, but it's after you beat the game or get into the multiplayer experience or the post-game grind for the extra cooler stuff, I've heard it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Okay, let's mute this and let's find some of that stuff. If they stop supporting Avengers, it kills their predatory games as a service shit, because those 3,000 people will be pissed if the game they bought never completes. You know, you say that, but like, I feel like Avengers should have been the first like sign for them that, you know, maybe, just maybe you should reconsider some things, because then they released fucking Babylon's Fall. And Babylon's Fall, it might be one of the largest flops in video game history. I don't know if it is actually, but it's gotta be close, right? That game flopped so impressively hard. Like, just, I'm aghast at how hard it flopped. Now, mind you, Real can attest to this from our fucking group chat. I was probably one of the people that was the most excited about Babylon's Fall. Okay? I was probably one, like, I was looking forward to seeing Babylon's Fall at every video game event. I'm like, oh man, it's the Spring Games Showcase. Is Babylon's Fall here? No. Oh, E3, is Babylon's Fall here? No. Oh man, the Game Awards, is Babylon's Fall here? No. Hey, you were the only person excited. I didn't buy it. I played in all 3 demos, all 3 beta demos for feedback in that game. And I was like, man, this ain't it, dog. And then it didn't get any improvements by release. And I was like, no, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I know Assassin's Creed Origin was uncrackable for the largest time. Yeah, maybe. I don't remember what game it was. Guardians of the Galaxy game was genuinely good. It was, but it also wasn't a live service game. It was just a single player experience. Unfortunately, it like didn't do as well as it should have by everyone's metric. Like, I've heard almost nothing negative about Guardians of the Galaxy. The one negative thing that I have genuinely heard about it is, why am I only playing as Star-Lord? I feel like I should be able to play as Gamora or Drax or whatever. And I have a feeling the reason you can only play as Star-Lord is because of budgetary reasons, that they just didn't have the money to expand gameplay to the other Guardians. That's the one, like, negative thing I've heard so far. But beyond that, everything else is like, it's great. The writing's great. It's hilarious. It's a fun game. It's really cool. The worlds are great. The enemies are great. Everything's awesome. But it didn't do very well because everyone thought it was just a copy of Marvel's Avengers. And so a bunch of people were like, oh god, Avengers was fucking terrible. I'm not touching this shit. And then that unfortunate, like, Avengers, when it sank, took Guardians of the Galaxy with it. Avengers came out after Games as a Service was already a dead idea. I mean, it's because they announced it when it was dying, okay? They announced Avengers in, like, what, 2016? When Overwatch was, like, just completely destroying the scene of everything. But it took them so long to get the game out that people realized that shit like Overwatch is predatory and unfun, and they're like, no, I don't like this. And by the time they launched the game, they're like, wait, what happened to all of the awesome money that existed in here? No, Avengers was announced earlier. That wasn't like 2014. I remember the initial teaser trailer for it being way back when, because I was like, dude, Square Enix is making an Avengers game? Hell yeah. Like, when was the original teaser trailer? Because it was just a fucking shot of Captain America's shield, right? 5 years ago. Okay. So 2017. Because I still remember this. You see Bruce Banner's broken glasses, the little destroyed scene, and then it rests on Captain America's shield. And this was all that we had for, like, years. And we were like, oh man, Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, Square Enix, this could be great. Nope. Don't think anything will flop harder than Daikatana. It depends on what you mean by flop. And what I mean by that is that day one, Babylon's Fall only had 650 people playing it on Steam. And the amount of money that Square Enix probably spent on hiring Platinum Games to make that game over 4 years is probably immense, because Babylon's Fall, I believe, was initially announced back in 2018. That's the State of Play trailer. That's not it, though. Because the original one, E3 2018 announcement trailer. Yeah. So, at least 4 years of development in it, right? Four years of development from a high-end studio by a high-end publisher. Daikatana only ever sold 3,000 copies after 10 years. I do believe in terms of money by the inflation, you most likely lost more on Babylon's Fall. Right. And that's why I say Babylon's Fall is the largest flop, because they might have sold 50,000 copies on what largely was supposed to be like a big budget AAA title that was going to be like a long-standing live service, continued support, blah, 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 blah garbage. And so, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, actually, you know, Marvel's Avengers might win in the flop department, but I don't think people would call it a flop because it still sold like 4 million copies. They just spent too much money on it. This is already on my wish list. Okay, you wanted these logos: Steam, PlayStation 5, Series X and S, and GOG. Thought it was Game Pass. It could end up on Game Pass. I mean, because, like, Tunic wasn't ever announced to be on Game Pass, and everyone's like, man, you know, I don't know how I feel about Tunic. It looks like it could just be a cheap, like, Legend of Zelda ripoff. It ended up being a very nice Legend of Zelda ripoff. But everyone was like, I don't know how I feel about it, blah, 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 blah. Kind of wish it was on Game Pass. And then they're like, oh, hey, by the way, like the day that the game came out, it was on Game Pass. And they're like, oh, interesting. Tunic is on Game Pass. It was shadow dropped onto Game Pass. There was no announcement or anything, but it's on there. I feel like there was one more that we were like, yeah, maybe. Not Marauders. Do I have Gourd on my wish list? If I don't, it should be. I do, okay. No. No, I guess that was it. I feel like they're going to do that in the future. Shadow drop it on Game Pass, just sell more copies elsewhere. I mean, I've heard of worse strategies and ideas. Like, yeah, I've heard of worse things than that. I'm still of full 100% belief, entirely through and through. You cannot convince me otherwise. I still fully believe that the original Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer was just a marketing ploy. I still believe that, and I will not ever not believe that. That they made that trailer where he looked like a literal fucking hedgehog on purpose. The movie did not look like that. They already had a movie that was mostly made where Sonic looked like Sonic. And they made a trailer where Sonic looked like a derp-ass hedgehog because they got an immense amount of free publicity of people talking about, oh my god, look what they did to Sonic. And then they were like, all right, put the real trailer together that uses actual Sonic. And then they listened, and then they fixed him. And then they put out the trailer where he looks like Sonic, right? And everyone's like, oh my god, can you believe it? This movie studio actually listened to people and made him look not like a stupid hedgehog. He looks like Sonic now. And I'm like, man, and then they got a whole bunch of free publicity from that. From being the movie studio that listened and fixed Sonic to look the way that he was supposed to. I 100% believe that was all intentional. Through and through. I can't. That was on purpose. That was entirely on purpose. Where the hell is? Okay, what category do we do this time? We did PS2 misconnections last time. Looking at it side by side right now, honestly, they didn't change most except for details and smaller eyes. The nose is the one that sticks out the most to me. Because he's got that little ball hedgehog nose in the original trailer. If we're going with the one, I don't want to do this one, admittedly. After playing through Resident Evil 7, I'm really over Resident Evil right now. I realize that these would probably be better than Resident Evil 7, but it still is like, meh. tempted to do this one. This is the one that's missing currently. Unless we wanted a new category, but we'd have to research a new category. Let's see how long to beat Tunic is. Maybe we can just build a new one. Ah, Tunic's like 15 hours. Damn. Remove Little Nightmares too? Oh, damn. The story discovery games category got real small real fast. I need to remove the medium from that one. One, Athena played through the medium and I watched part of it, and two, it's been removed from Game Pass. So those are the main two reasons right there. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin currently has an average completion time of 30 hours, apparently. So it must be much smaller than Neo 2. Completionist is 55 hours. Mind you, there's not much data on that. There's only 5 entries for completion at 55 hours. But that means that this game's probably much smaller and much more digestible than Neo 2. On this, I don't know what Neo 2 is listed as on how long to beat. 73 hours is main plus extra for Neo 2. Fuck. And that doesn't include the DLC. Each of the DLCs is clocked at around 10 hours. Main story is 44 and a half. Yeah, alright. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. 107 hours. Because you gotta play through all 3 games to complete Legendary Edition. Who put this in? You're a... Who put 50 hours to beat Lost Ark? You troll. What the hell? 39 to 107 hours? You're still liars. You are still liars. I just recently finished Punica. And I'm at 271 hours. Now, mind you, I didn't like optimal grind out perfectly, but at the same time, shut up. You liars. What even is this? You have no idea. What? Oh my god. I'm at 600. I finished Putica twice now. Oh, Eve, question to you. Because they polled it on the subreddit. And of course, subreddit. But what is your least favorite continent in Lost Ark? You must say Arthatine? Okay. You disliked Arthitine more than Shoeshire? I'm impressed. Of course, Shoeshire's the one that I would pick. I fucking hated Shoeshire. Roendel second because they're long. Oh, okay. Rohendel was leading the vote when I looked. Ugh, Shoeshire was second. I think I just want to build a category. I just started Arthur T because it was long without much content. The actual main characters get little to no time. There are villains left and right, and they all die off or disappear without any thought behind it. You get the entire sub-story of the island due to who escaped, but nothing really happens there either. That's fair. Yeah. You don't really get properly introduced to the villains. They just kind of die off. Yeah. I can get behind that a lot. I can understand where you're coming from on that.
I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the storming seas, oh you meant the world to me.
Shoeshire was short, had an introductory villain, gets killed off. The bigger bad who controlled the villain is killed in Dungeon 2, and you get an arc. At least story-wise, it's a complete story. Alright. $140 hours to complete Apex Legends, apparently. However the fuck that works. Lutera East and West is honestly still... Yeah, the opening chapter of Lost Ark, the first continent as a whole, like, from opening to when you set sail, is probably one of the strongest pieces of the game. And honestly, it's like, to me, it goes beginning to taking over Lutera Castle, and then everything after that is just kind of like it feels like the epilogue of Lutera Castle, right? Like, it's like you had this big build-up and everything that led to you with the Battle of the Great Wall, and then this great conclusion, and then it's like, and then you get to see, like, the post-chapters of, and then this is what happened next, right? Felt really good. Gotta kill these bitches fast. Dog Rocco with 5 placements. Thank you so much. Do you just collect dog skins, or are these your skins? Nope, they're different people's skins. It's awesome. Oh my god, we're getting torn apart. Oh, these are level 20 Wallabeams. No wonder we're getting torn apart. Oh god, he evolved into a metal roosteroo. Well, that happened. Shall we try again? The fuck is this? It's a support unit. I wonder if a rogue will go get it. Oh god, I looked at a different image of the trailers and it is awful. Like, the entire model is just different when I see it from this other... What? What are we talking about? Help? Oh, Sonic. Okay. Less confused. Yeah, it was really horrendous. Yeah, yeah. This is absolutely what I remember entirely. Like, there's no way, there's no possible way that this was like, what, there's no way that this was what they were going to go with initially. No way. I 100% believe this Sonic existed at the same time that this one did. They were already making the movie where he looks like Sonic, and did this one because they were like, you know how much fucking hype we'll get if we release this ugly ass trash where he looks like a humanoid hedgehog, and everyone's gonna shit their pants over it, and then we're gonna fix it and be like, look, we listened, it's Sonic. I 100% believe that this was just a marketing ploy. And you can't convince me otherwise. This was marketing. This was planned all along. I don't care. Like, people are like, when this was initially being talked about, someone was like, oh, it was probably some high up executive that was like, but he's a hedgehog. Why doesn't he look like a hedgehog? And I'm like, look, I know that those stupid ass old crusty fucks exist, but they're not normally Hollywood people, okay? Hollywood people want to do whatever it is that makes them money, because they're like, we're spending money, we better make a fuckload of money off of it. And normally, video game movies and shit, they don't normally fuck up what it looks like. It's always trash for a different reason. It's like low budget props, or like a really bad story, or whatever, right? Like, they don't normally fuck up the way a character looks. And I was like, this is just a ploy. This was all this was there all along. Story and writers. Yeah, my brain lumps those together. Like, the writers create the story, but yeah, I don't believe for a second. I don't believe for a second that they were originally planning on releasing that like that. I enjoyed the WoW movie despite the hate it got. I didn't watch it, but I have heard good things about it in terms of, like, as long as you don't expect too much, it looks great, though. I've heard there's a couple of things that they drifted away from the original WoW storyline, which, like, of course they did, right? Like, of course they did. That's what they all always do. They don't seem to understand how to, like, stay within the realms of what was established in the base material. It's one of the reasons that people are shitting on the Halo movie so hard, because it just does not stick to most of the base Halo stuff. But it felt way too much in a little movie. What do you mean? Writers, I think, more dialogue. Story, I think, overarching story. I think they do the same thing, but I don't know. I don't know enough about movie production. I hate to remove the helmet of Master Chief, but yeah, I'm sure they're good not watching it, though. With WoW movie, I meant, like, they're crushing so much base material down to 1 or 2 hours. Just workflow-wise, yeah. That's one of the things that I feel is, like, a mistake with a lot of things when it comes to video games, is that video game adaptations, or even, like, book adaptations, it's really hard to condense that much stuff down in a reasonable way that doesn't feel squished. Especially book adaptations. Hell, anime does that mistake a lot of the time, or goes too far the other way and has fillers. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why, like, the things that end up getting a lot of praise are things that they just followed the goddamn base material and didn't try to go too far beyond that, or stayed very close to it. And then everyone's like, it's so fucking good. Prime example, Game of Thrones in terms of being mainstream, and everyone loved the shit out of it all the way up until they went their own route. Like, as soon as they broke off from the pack, essentially, of, like, the base material, everyone was like, well, this is shit. But yeah, back to what you're talking. I don't know what writers does or how many writers there are for each subsection. Like, I'm sure they have dialogue writers, a story writer. I mean, yeah, especially because, like, you know, you'll have, like, one person that does the screenplay, and then you'll have a bunch of writers on there as well. Might be all the same dude on sub. It might be. I don't know. I also, admittedly, like, don't care that much. I need this, but a square. There we go. I don't either, at least not enough to look it up. That was I was having a conversation with my mother the other day, and I don't remember what we were talking about. We were talking about something, and the topic came up, and I was like, one of us asked a question to the other one or something like that, and I was like, well, I don't know. Anyway, and she's like, well, you can always look it up. And I was like, oh no, I don't care enough. Like, I was like, I don't actually need to know that bad. I don't genuinely care. It was just a fun topic to discuss. I'm not interested in doing research on this topic. Hell no. You fully misunderstand what I was wanting out of this. My friend Pedro is a game I have had downloaded since release, but yet to play. Eve, if there's anything that you need to work on, you need to uninstall some games. Good lord, I know how many you have installed. He's over there. But they're my precious. I uninstalled over 400 games over the last 2 months. Don't ask me how many I still have downloaded, though. Don't worry about that. It's just a number, okay? It's not important. I want to play them, I just need to be in the mood for it. Like, I played 2 hours of Death's Door, I adored it, but I didn't feel like playing more right now. For once I don't have, I hoped this one win over the other. Oh, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Maybe both. Maybe both. a bit of both. I want to see all of them, but I'm not, oh my god, this one needs to win. Or I'm disappointed like I was with Transistor despite enjoying you play it. Yeah, yeah. It's one weird Billie Eilish remix. No. You're funny, though. Actually... Ow. There we go. Time to clean up the dinner plate and some quick chores. Enjoy. As much as you can, anyway. I'll be here. Don't worry. How big is this canvas? This canvas isn't a square either. It's a square now. Okay, now we need to... I thought I had this open, but I guess not. What did we play through last time? Devil May Cry. Give me a second. I need to look at the calendar real quick. Today's the 27th. Okay. I actually really need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna put the Stream Raiders on the screen, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Whew. Yeah, bathroom needed to happen. Oh. Okay, let's see what this this rogue over here does. Curious if it'll go for the diamond, if it'll go for the blobbers. It's going down here. Okay, that did not do anything for us then. The Tengus, on the other hand, are going to go get it, it looks like, which is bad for us. Well, sort of. They're not getting it, though. It's like Dog Rocco might go get it. Like, actually get it. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, good work, everybody. Still sucked, though. Man. Alright, we have one Centurion. It can be used for 420 channel points. Most kills go into Dog Rocco with 9, followed by a tie between Athena and Caledon Phoenix with 7, and then myself with 6. Most assists go into Dune Worm with 5, followed by Athena with 4, and then Dog Rocco and AP10 with 1. Going random on the Centurion in 5. Welcome back, Eve. 4. 3. 1. Orbital with the Centurion. Back to the map. Shogunate ho! Those are level 20 cell swords over there. Fuck. I wonder if we can go around the side here. Or if we have to go this way. We're going to see what happens. It's never easy to tell with streamers how pathing works. No, it's not. And this isn't really any different. Got myself an ice cold, refreshing glass of water. I got a nice big old thermos of water. I need the Discord link. Damn, Vanishar, that's yeah. I need a life. Like, just pops out of fucking nowhere. Like, oh fuck, shit. Well, if it isn't Vandishar. Had to get up early for Gloomhaven with a Gloopin gang. Oh, man. Wait. Did you already do that? Because it's like noon for you. Or is that, or do you consider that early? Oh, that song just kind of fucking ended, didn't it? What bullshit is this? You can't schedule a tweet in the past. I'm gonna take it up with Jack. Jack! I know you divested and you're not actually like the CEO of Twitter anymore, but damn it, come fix this shit. I can't believe you. Can't believe you do this. Simply unbelievable. How are you, Vandishar? So did you already play Gloomhaven, or are you getting ready to go play Gloomhaven? We talk about difficult bosses in Lost Ark. Do you know how long the race to World First in WoW for this raid tier took? Judging by the nature of the question, I'm going to guess it either took a long time or no time at all. Normally in WoW, it doesn't take long. Like a week. At most. I'm gonna guess the opposite. I'm gonna guess it took them like a day. Three weeks. This one, it took 3 weeks. Damn. Okay. That's all done. Question. YouTube upload manager. Is that a thing? Is there a video manager for upload? Because, like, here's one of the things. I have a bunch of VODs that I need to upload, but it's really difficult to upload VODs when I'm doing things because it eats up a lot of my internet. And as far as I'm aware, at least anyway, the only easy way to upload shit to YouTube is through their web, like the actual website itself. Like, and like the other problem is with this as well. So like this, right? Create, upload a video or whatever. You upload that. You can't like queue videos. So like if I wanted to be like, all right, upload as many VODs as I can overnight, right? Or while I'm at the office or whatever. The way that I've done that before, but the way that works on YouTube is that they will all try to upload at the same time. Which is not ideal, right? That's not really how I want that to go. I'd rather them upload in order, and then like it's like, okay, we got 8 of them up, sweet. I need my internet now. Stop.
On YouTube in the new YouTube Studio.
The bulk upload tool seemingly disappeared when the new Studio came out, but don't worry, it is back, and this is how you use it. First of all, you click on the little icon here to create, and then click upload video. Will bring you to this normal page that you've seen any other time, and you can either drag and drop files or select files from your computer. I'm going to use these 2 videos as an example, and you click open. Now it doesn't go to the detail page anymore. What you will see is in the bottom right hand corner is a little upload wizard where it lists the videos, the percentage of it being uploaded, and the other one being waited on. You'll see behind you there is a progress bar of the video as it ticks up to being uploaded. You can cancel the uploads by clicking the crosses or the cancel upload on the video page here. Once the first one is uploaded, you will see it sits there and slowly processes, and the next one uploads just above it. And once they are uploaded, and even when processing, you can click edit draft, and you'll now get the video editing wizard that you're used to. You can put in a title, your description, your thumbnail, your playlists, click on more options, keep scrolling down, and you can see your tags and tools like, you know, vidIQ. Monetization on and off as normal. You can then
this was uploaded in April of 2020, so 2 years ago. I can always check to see if it works. Like, shit, we can just check it right now. It might make the stream chug for a small moment, but we can see. It'll be very obvious, very, like, immediately on whether it works or not, so. Let's put the music back on. Hang on. Let me figure out where it is. Alright. Let's just see real quick. Because it should be obvious, like, immediately. And I'll probably get all choppy for a moment. Yep, still seems to work. Great. Problem solved with a simple Google. Fuck yeah. Cancel that. And cancel that. It's not perfect, but it is good enough, man, because my option before was awful. How do I just delete this now? Delete forever. Thank you. Yeah. That'll at least let me do exactly what I talked about. I'll have to go in and, like, do all the editing and stuff. It'll just upload them as drafts, but that's good enough. That's good enough. That's more than I could do before without knowing how to do it before, you know. Okay. Okay. It is 11. We have about an hour left. That's another thing. Sunday streams might get longer when I actually get around to playing games on them. I was going to do so today, but that ended up not happening, so. We had other things that got in the way. But one of the things that will stay the same with Sunday streams is they'll be a bit more relaxed. I'll step away more to, like, go to the bathroom and get food, especially if it goes longer. I don't eat before these Sunday morning streams. I wake up, take a shower, and turn on the stream pretty much. But I don't normally eat before at least 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. right now. I don't normally eat before that time anyway. By about noon, I end up needing food. And so that's normally when I'm like, all right, gotta go. It's noon. I'm going to go eat. We're done, right? It might end up that, like, if we're going to be going longer, trying to push progression on games and stuff like that or whatever, that'll mean that, like, I'll be stepping away to grab food and stuff. And that's also where we're going to be chilling. Sundays will also probably always be in the Stream Raiders category for that reason. Because of commitment, really, to, like, what we're doing on Sundays. Like, that's why I'm, like, sitting here placing Stream Raiders units and stuff. It's still gonna be the chill Sunday that it was before, but instead of purely focusing on creation, it's going to be focused on anything that in one way or another progresses us. Amner, is this your spring variant? Did you already get your spring variant? Because the Amner Skittle that I have is red, not green. I don't know. Need that rice cracker with cottage cheese on standby. Yeah, or more than that. Or more than that. Speaking of, when the fuck does this come out? Hold on. Does this have a release window yet at all? This says April 3rd. Is that true? April 3rd, 2022? Is that true? Are you fucking with me? April 3rd, according to Crunchyroll News. Sweet! Yes. I want to like Black Rush Shooter. It has never been a non-mindfuck story. At least from what I understood when it comes to anime RVA. You are correct. It has never been a non-mindfuck story. It is a mindfuck. And if you are able to follow along with the mindfucking, it's great. If you're not, you probably didn't enjoy it. Okay. Next Aruni, we're gonna go over here. So I'm gonna be doing something on the side. I love the action scenes. I never understood anything else. That's fine. So here's a question, Eve. What was your opinion, if you've seen it? Hold on. I gotta get a good picture. What was your opinion, if you've seen it, of this? I don't know if you've seen it though. I can't continue the conversation forward if you've not seen this movie. Sucker Punch. What was this? 2009? 2011. Super Punch. I realized that it was very stylized words, but it was Sucker Punch. but Super Punch is good too. You just wouldn't be able to find the movie. Oh my god, that was great. Oh man. It's a decent movie. I would recommend watching it. It's a movie I've actually seen. I've even seen it more than once. I won't really be able to make a comparison then if you haven't seen the movie, because a lot of people have, like, there are connections, not like literal connections, like they're in the same universe or anything, but there are narrative elements that are connected between Black Rock Shooter and Sucker Punch. That if you've seen one, I can explain the other, but you haven't seen either, so it doesn't really work. I was going to suggest Fury Curry. Oh man. I don't know what was on my face just now. Probably literally just oil. So with an explanation, easier or harder than Lost? Like the TV show Lost? I've never watched that show, so I couldn't even begin to tell you. Never seen it, but I had it explained to me many a times. Is it something more complicated than literally just some people got lost on a island and they're trying to make, like, that's how it starts, right? Like they plane crash on an island, they're trying to survive on an island, people go into like their weird cliques about survival and stuff, but then isn't it later that like the whole thing was set up by like some organization or TV series or something like that? I don't know. I don't actually care, admittedly. Turns out that it's purgatory. So they're all dead? You didn't actually get off the, you didn't actually survive the plane crash. Don't people die in that show, though? What the fuck happens to them? Is that how they move on? Angels, demons, deities, and then turns out some are dead, but not really dead yet. Ooh. Okay. I didn't know it went that direction. That sounds fucking weird. Sounds weird and unnecessary. I never bothered to look up or see the show. Yeah, right? Apparently, if you are in Bronze 1, you are in the top 66% of League players. Oh boy! That means our numbers from our previous conversation were even more wrong than we thought before. Like, because we talked about that recently, and we were like, yeah, it's like half, right? Half is in silver or lower? No. That's why I never bothered with The Walking Dead, since after the first season or so, same. I watched the first season of The Walking Dead, and I was like, this is sick. And then halfway through season 2, it turned into a drama about, like, who's fucking who and stuff, and was no longer about zombie survival, and I was like, I'm done. I don't care. Like, I was interested in a zombie survival series, not, there's some zombies outside the wall while we argue about stupid shit. I was interested in non-action Resident Evil, not Grey's Anatomy with zombies. Show I really loved is Revolution. I hate what the producers did because they killed it by moving it around much like they did Firefly, then blamed lack of success on the viewers. What do you mean by moving it around? Like moving around where you could see it? Like it was on HBO and then it got moved on to ABC or whatever the fuck? Not literally, but like throwing out just like different channels or whatever. Moving around starting times, days it airs, and when it was scheduled to be up. Sounds like they were fishing. Sounds like they were fishing for what would have helped it. Maybe it wasn't doing as good as they wanted from the very beginning, and then they were trying to like fish for something better, and it ended up that it just slaughtered it even more. I don't know about that show, but Fireflies was moved days and even had episodes out of order. Doesn't that show not even have very many episodes? Isn't Firefly like really short? It's like 10 or 12. That's what I thought. I thought it was like 12 episodes. It had a primetime slot in the beginning to the point it got a second season from that. The second season moved it to almost a daytime show or midnight show, and that just ruined it. Yeah. If it doesn't make all of the money, they're not interested. All of the money or none. Camera's out of sync? Really? Like my audio doesn't match up? 1, 2, 3. Am I out of sync on this one? 1, 2, 3. Is it in sync on this one? 1. Because it might be that it just got out of sync entirely. Did it just get out of sync, or has it been out of sync this whole time? Because it was canceled. Firefly started like after the Super Bowl, then wasn't on for weeks, then had episodes out of order, then changed day, then canceled because they had poor viewership. Mandachar says sync is good. Okay, okay. God, concern, man, concern. Don't do that to me. I mean, do that to me. Like, let me know if something is not in sync. Although, I don't know how I would have tried to fix it. Like, okay. Is this a vampire? That's a cool fucking looking vampire. Okay, let's see if we'll go around this way, or if it's gonna force us around this way. Yeah! We have to kill these cell swords first. Like, we have to. That's the other thing we need to do. I need to update that bot command. One barbarian, one bomber, either of which could be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to AP10 with 5, followed by Steel Vision with 2, and then myself with 1. Most assists going to Ludke with 4, tied with Seraphi, followed by Athena with 3, and then Kitty Sneaky with 2. Going random on the scrolls in 5. It would have been to put a delay on the camera in OBS usually to fix that, but it hasn't been needed since dual PC setups and bad capture cards like the old Dazzle. I'm still on a single PC setup. I'm a little baby. You know, these motherfuckers got 3 PC setups now? Holy God. They got 3 PCs running some of these streams. They have one PC that they play the games on, another PC that is strictly for recording, and another PC that is for streaming. They have 3 PCs. My computer's doing all 3 of those things at the same time. I am streaming the game, recording the game, and streaming out the stream itself, all on one PC. And most of the time, I do just fine, right? So I'm like, man, what the fuck? What? Do you need that? Just need a NAS for that recording? I have a NAS. Like, I literally have one. It's right over there. Like, here, I'll even show you. How? Hang on. That white box over there with the external hard drive on it that says Synology. That's it. Yeah, there it is. That's a NAS. We already have one. Back to this. Nope, back to this. we don't use it for like absolutely everything, but because the recordings are still localized. Just because the drive that's in that NAS, I can expand it and like hot swap drives out of it. I just haven't bought more yet. Motherfucking cell swords. Okay. Do I even know what a dazzle is? No, I do not. I have no idea what a dazzle is. I don't know if this will work. There's no way to make an N that's only 3 characters wide, but that's okay. So 2 of the 3 days I've had my solar have been overcast. You got to start somewhere. It's like, fuck, it's never overcast here. They're trying to send you a message. What was I doing? Stream Raiders. A dazzle was a single step above Bandicam and recording the TV with something. It sounds terrible. Still produce like 38 kilowatt hours on an overcast day. How much do you need to power your house? Have you figured that out yet, Vandashar? Like, how many kilowatt hours do you use in a day? During this time, about 24. Nice. Okay. So even on overcast, you still powered your house. Are you hooked up to where you get like chargebacks or kickbacks or whatever for giving extra power to the grid? Do they do that in Arizona? Is that an option? Is that something that you're able to like, you know, get? Right now it goes as bill credit. Just do like Texas and refuse the grid. That's it. But I can change my plan to a payout. Is your bill like... I don't know enough about it, but like I feel like at a certain point, like I know that you have to still pay a little bit to like be connected to the grid, but I feel like what you generate to me feels like it should be worth more. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to describe here. The bill credit is the same price as they charge 1-for-1. The payout is like 33%. I guess the question is, you might not know yet, but will you generate enough power that the payout would be worth more than the bill credit? Especially because your bill should be like almost nothing, right? Because you're generating your own power and not needing to use power from the grid most of the time. Also depends if you have the battery storage to really power your house. Maybe on average you do, but then you start cooking and washing machine on at once. Yeah, okay. Summertime will be the test. I'm just really curious. You know? Super curious. I produce to most, but the electric is so expensive. Admittedly, I don't actually know what our electric bill here is at the house. Athena pays it because I pay for communications. I pay for the cell phones and as well as the payments on the actual hardware of the cell phones. I pay for the internet and stuff. And that's a stupid ass number. Let me make sure this like looks correct. It is on 410, right? Yeah. Also, so the tweet about the vote, it got quote tweeted by a fucking NFT account. Also, why the fuck would I promote a game vote? I know this is an automated tweet, right? I understand that. But at the same time, why the fuck would I promote voting for what game we're going to play through NFT Planet? Summertime last year was like 70 kilowatt hour high, so like 60 to 70 because AC is constantly running. Okay. No joint account for just bills? Maybe a too personal question? No, it's fine. We do have a joint account, but the only thing that is paid for out of that joint account is the mortgage on the house, and that is it. There is nothing else. Otherwise, our finances are separate. I don't know basically anything about Athena's finances at all. And like, I pay for communications, she pays for the utilities in the house, and then, you know, whatever other costs we have are personal, you know, like my credit card or buying fucking weeaboo anime shit, you know. Yeah, there is a joint account for the house, and that's it. So wild to me, considering I know like 99% of my neighbors make it and pay in taxes. It's probably a culture thing. Americans are really weird about that. Of course, we've also been indoctrinated like with the whole shit of like, you don't talk about what you get paid to other people. Now that said, like, I do know what Athena makes in terms of like from her job, you know, and she knows what I make and like all that stuff. It's just like, I don't know how much she has in savings, or, you know, like what her general amount of like extra money is after each paycheck. I don't need to know though, and I don't care. Like, yeah. And like, we file joint taxes. Like, so because she takes care of the taxes because she's really good at them. And so like, she knows exactly the dollar that I make, but like the small expenses and stuff, like, you know, buying shit on Amazon, like these headphones. Like, now that said, she can always ask and I'll just tell her. She's like, oh, you bought new headphones. How much were your headphones? And I was like, 25, I think. Maybe they were 30. Or they were 30 marked down to 20. Something like that, right? And it's like, or like when a new fucking anime figure shows up, she's like, how much was this one? I was like, well, the response is always like, oh, I got this one on Wish. It's a bootleg copy and it was, you know, $25. Or it's like, it was $100 before shipping. But, you know, as long as I'm not, like, drowning myself in debt and the bills are always paid, we don't really care much beyond that. It's like, oh, everything's still taken care of? Cool, whatever. Which one has the college fund for the kiddo? I'm not good with money. Mostly because I grew up really, 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 really poor. And with an education system that didn't support learning about money. I've gotten a lot better with money over the years. But when you only make slave wages, it's hard to be good with money. And there's still parts of it where I'm like, I have money, I can buy some things for myself that I never was able to buy before. And then I'm like, oh, wait, that's probably a bad idea. That costs more than you should pay for it. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Right. A shipment of flat caps. I think there are some things that she's like, I'm judging you so hard right now. And I'm like, I know. I know you're judging me so hard. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with them, but I literally have 30 Square Enix scarves sitting over there under the table. This one. This scarf right here. I have 30 of them. Now, mind you, I didn't have to pay for them. I only had to pay for shipping. But I still have 30. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. You still pay for shipping on 30 scarves? The shipping was like 30 bucks from Japan. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't an immense amount to ship them here. But I did still have to pay for shipping. But yeah. All right. It's time to hit this button. All of my personal money goes to hats. I will say that in the last 2 years while we've been locked at home, I have spent significantly less money on hats. Significantly less money on hats because I have not made it into GameStop. I have not made it into Hot Topic. I have not made it into the places where I would impulse buy my hats from. So, yeah. I have spent significantly less. The number of hats that I have gotten has went up by a impressively small amount. They do ship hats. Should we go shopping for hats? Is that what you're saying? GameStop normally actually has some of the best ones. Surprisingly. Real quick though. So real quick, before we go derping around in other places, it is time to show this off. We worked on it for several Sundays. I literally just hit the button to say that this is publicly accessible now. So you can now go to schwan.tv. That is the website's actual thing, is schwan.tv. And this will be a hub for my content as well as some extra stuff. It's a super simple design right now because I am not a graphics designer, and even more than that, I am not a web designer, which is why it's not fancy, but it is definitely function over form. So there's a few different pages here. Right at the front, we got the Twitch page, which this should actually just show Twitch. It did before, but now it shows a YouTube link. which I don't know why it does that, and I have to go in and fix it because it's showing YouTube and not Twitch. I'll fix that in literally just a moment. But as you scroll down, so it'll have the latest YouTube video as well as the Twitch stream. If the Twitch stream is up, this is supposed to show the current Twitch stream, but it's not for whatever reason. As well as I'm going to try my best to get back into writing content. I'm going to be putting out proper announcements for each of these pieces of writing, including an anime analysis. I haven't actually watched in the entirety of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Most of what I know about it was watched from whatever episodes I could catch on TV as when I was younger, right? And so I'm actually going to just watch through it in sequence and just share some thoughts on every single episode. And so if you want to watch through it with me, you are able to do so. And then over on the other side is the writing room, which will be, if I don't make a video, some of it, like this Bloodstained Ritual of the Night review, it is currently in text form. I don't know if it'll become a video form, but it's currently text-based, as well as trying to get back into writing fiction. And so the first piece of fiction that I have actually written in a long time that actually made it anywhere where anyone could read it is accessible here as well, and both of these are under the writing room. The stream is a dedicated page to the stream, which I don't know why, but it looks broken, and I'll have to fix it. And then on the videos, this will have whatever is the most recent video on the YouTube channel, as well as below that you will see most recent reaction, most recent first impression. This will probably be changed later, and then the most recently available VOD. Hopefully I can get back up to the point where this is just the most recent VOD. And then these other rooms are an actual dedicated page to anime analysis. The writing room has the two sections. These are two separate sections of lists, with the reviews and the short story sections, and then a support me page of where you can support, which is donate. For paid support, you have donations as well as merchandise, and then honestly, the best way to help me right now is just follow me on shit. Subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. I should have a link to the Discord in here, I just realized. I don't. I'll get there. And then there actually is a way if you want to sign up for essentially like a newsletter. I haven't worked out the format or the formula of that yet, but it'll go in there. Watch party? Probably not, because I'm watching it in like extra time when I have like a break at work and stuff. Like I'll take a break, watch the episode, and then during my other break, type the review up and stuff, just to fill time. We need to get a vanity link for Discord. We need more people, right? Like that's the way that works, is that we're not a big enough Discord to get a vanity link. Now I gotta go see what's wrong. That literally was working yesterday. Thank you for the lurk, Vandashar. You heading off to play Gloomhaven? More nitro boost? Yeah, it's something. I don't remember what it is. Work? Okay. So I get you riled up on hats, then leave my job is done. All right. I see how it is. Why does this look this way? It says successfully located. Maybe it's... Is it from this? I literally checked this like yesterday and it worked. One of those fancy perks of partnership and reaching the highest tier of server bursting is able to assign a custom URL. Join the live stream button works. That's good, but it's supposed to just show as an embed. And it did, like, literally a day or two ago. broken because you were live? No, it worked even when I was live because when we fixed it before, if like we could see it there, and I checked it like yesterday. Not yesterday, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. On Thursday, I checked it and it was still working. It says successfully located, but it's not doing it. And it looks like YouTube instead of Twitch. What does it look like from a different place? That's weird. No, I did not test that it works on a Nintendo 3DS browser. Nor would I. I don't know why it's treating it like it's a YouTube link. That's the weirder part right now. What if I just put a new one in? Still looks like YouTube. It shouldn't look like YouTube. Wonder if something changed somewhere that caused it to break. Like someone updated their shit somewhere. Because we spent like a whole day getting this to work. And now it doesn't. I'll worry about it later. I will worry about it later. I do not have the energy right this minute to give to it to make it work right now. Oh. What do we got? 6 minutes? Okay. Alright. See what's in here. It's alright. What, this one? The Tanuki Mario hat? It's really squishy. Like, even the hat itself is squishy. Before Christmas, Loki. And the Eevee one is cute. Bulbasaur is a freak. Eevee's cute. Yeah, the Bulbasaur one's a bit unsettling. I actually really need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh my god. My body is like not going to wait. Be right back. Okay. What is this one? Star Wars? Okay. Kind of like the Jigglypuff one. Nothing too incredible so far, though. It's a Beetlejuice hat. I already have a Beetlejuice hat. I do kind of like the general design of this one. Is that embroidered on, or is that like... My Hero Academia one was the character you made in Code Vein. Yeah, where is she? I saw her. The hell is this? Gloomy Bear? It's been on the first page? Oh, my stomach is unhappy with me, apparently. Goddamn. There she is. Gloomy the Naughty Grizzly. Nope, I can't wear that one. Who's on the other side? There we go. You can't actually see who's right. It's Twice. Okay. Twice is on the right side. There he is. Who's on the... Dobby. Okay. Are you not a bear? I am not a bear. Yeah, this one's pretty solid. I like this one. This one is super cute. Boba Fett. Yeah, I don't care about Boba Fett that much. Ah. Yeah. All right. I wish us all of the luck. All of it. We should be able to get through them and then get defenses here. Okay. Oh. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, guys. Nice. Okay, I have to go. I'm gonna random on that, go like this, and go like this, and tell you all goodbye. And I'm gonna go take care of my own body for a while because, good God, thank you everyone so much for being here today. I appreciate you immensely. This stream did not go anything like I had planned on it going, but you know, that's fine. Ended up hitting our sub goal, which resulted in a new community vote. We got all of that set up and planned. We got the website set up and launched. We got things going. So appreciate all of you immensely. I will see you next time.